The clatter of the dice as it skitters across the table, the rush of the unpredictable plot, the quests and the character development. What do all of these have in common? All of them occur in a game of live-action roleplay, otherwise known as a LARP. Today, I'm going to show you why it's the one event you should start attending, like right now. Every LARP is different. No two are alike, but that doesn't mean that one is less fun than the other. For example, you get to meet new people. People from all over the nation attend a LARP on a regular basis. Most groups are very diverse in age, race, skill, and group sizes, which means when you choose one to attend, you'll get to meet all kinds of people. You can have a close-knit group of 10 people that you LARP with, or you can have a group around 200 where you're always meeting new people. We all want to step outside of our own lives every once in a while, right? I mean, who wants to be the same person forever? Boring. A LARP is a great place to do so. Some include elves, vampires, werewolves, or even human wizards. The sky is the limit with your character. Provided your character fits into the basic creation rules, you can really be whoever you want. If you're a 5'6" tall girl and you want your character to be the 6'2" burly man who swings a huge axe, go for it. If you're a guy and you want to play this really tiny, cute, sexy girl who enchants people with her beauty all the time, great, go for it. You have total freedom over your character, which makes it even more fun and creative. The one thing that I find super exciting about a LARP is the story never ever stagnates. The storytellers, sometimes called game masters or dungeon masters, depending on the game, will always make sure there is something for your character to do, or go quest, or go find, or go make, or whatever. And sometimes by them telling you to do a thing, they may ruin some plans that you previously had in place. As frustrating as it is, it makes it super fun because then you really have to start thinking, okay, how am I going to still do this? Can I still do this? Does it risk to my character? Now that I've given you a general idea of what makes a LARP fun to attend, I want to talk to you about some of the common misconceptions of a LARP and what it's really like. Not all LARPs are like the ones that you see in videos on YouTube. Most people think a LARP is for men in their 30s who throw beanbags at each other and yell lightning bolts. Well, yes, some LARPs are like that. Most of them actually aren't. The majority of LARPs, most of which include combat, most of them include a combat called buffering, which is with the foam weapons, foam swords, and yes, even beanbags. Most LARPs don't actually include buffering. It's crafted with die rolls, and it causes the other players to use their imagination to think of the combat, as well as it makes it unpredictable. It doesn't come down to a matter of strength to see who wins. You're at the mercy of the dice, so you may win, you may lose. Not all LARPs take place outside. In fact, a lot of them take place inside buildings during the winter and then are outside in the summer to take advantage of the warm air, so you don't have to be willing to weather the elements to play a game. While yes, some do take place outside, most of them take place inside because it's safer. You can be inside a closed building, don't have to worry about being around other people at odd hours of the night, and that sort of thing. Also, if you're shy about being yourself, when you're inside, it's just with those group of people. There's no strangers walking around and judging you, which makes it really nice and just kind of a safe space. The groups of people who attend LARP are extremely diverse, like I mentioned. People from all walks of life are encouraged to join a LARP group. You don't have to be a certain age, although 18 is usually preferred. Certain race, gender, or weight, or even skill level. You don't have to be a seasoned veteran of LARP to join. You can be totally new and say, I have no idea what I'm doing, help me out. And it'll just be so much fun and you'll be welcomed in really warmly. They're some of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Now that I've explained what a LARP is actually like, and what a LARP involves, and what makes it fun, let me give you some more examples of LARPs in the greater Seattle area so you can pick one to join. Emerald City Chronicles World of Darkness, otherwise known as ECCWD, the website's right here, is a vampire-based LARP. No, I don't mean sparkly Twilight vampires. The sun will literally kill you if you're an ECC vampire, so think about it. You get to play as an undead kindred, to use the terms of their LARP, of varying clans, power, age, and skill, so you can really just kind of make your character yours and have lots of fun. This LARP runs every Saturday from 10 p.m. until 2 p.m. While those might seem like odd hours, it fits in with what the characters are, which are vampires. They only be up at night. And it works out with most people's schedules because they don't have to get up early on Sunday because they don't have work. It's Saturday, so they don't have a lot of stuff to do. It's kind of a free day, so it works out nicely with most people's schedules. This LARP is mostly about strength of the mind than brute strength. While yes, brute strength is important in this game, it's not super important. Some people think it is. Whether you decide to play the silver-tongued kindred of the beautiful Toreador clan like I play, or the bullies of the bullish Brujah clan, or even the slightly twisted members of the Malkavian clan, it really boils down to how quick-witted can you be, how fast can you outwit your teammates, how fast can you outwit your opponents, can you manipulate the game to your advantage without anyone knowing. Information is power in this game, and while fighting strength is important, it won't do you any good if you don't know that your clanmates are trying to kill you. Another LARP that's in the Seattle area is Gothic the Lion Age. This is the website right here for their LARP. It's more of what you would call a traditional style LARP. They have boffering, which is the foam weapon fighting, mages and towns, as well as they LARP in the woods outside. So regardless of weather, dress warm. If you're going to be in the elements, you should consider that's something to consider if you decide to join this one. They have a little bit longer of a playtime. They run every month, once a month, from Friday until late Sunday. Which week it's running changes, so check the website to make sure you have the right week. And it's harder to attend this one because of lengthy playtime. Not everyone can get off work early on Friday or can stay till Sunday. Some people have commitments, so something to consider before you join this one. The game is a lot darker in tone than most games. I don't mean to put the game down at all. It's a great game. However, it's a lot darker, so if you have a problem with morbidity, you should seriously consider this one. There is no real right decision in this game. When given a choice of all of the choices, you have to make a sort of lesser of 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 evils kind of choices, as well as the choices you make at point A affect the choices that you make at point B. So you have to kind of think, okay, if I make this choice, how is it going to affect me in the future? It adds to the realism, but it also adds to the difficulty level. Tonight I have explained what makes a LARP fun to participate in, debunked some common misconceptions about LARPs, and given you 2 examples of fun LARPs in the Seattle area. While there are many LARPs in the Seattle area, I've only mentioned a few of them just to give you an idea of what options you have available. So grab a pen, grab a character sheet, and ask yourself, who do you want to be? Thank you for your time.